Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today we are looking at the Droid Gunship set. It is set number 75233 and it has 389 pieces. And the interesting thing about this set is that it sells for $49.99, but then when you get to Euro, that's $59.99 and it's $54.99 in pounds. So a little bit more expensive in Europe than it is in the States. It's kind of an interesting set just because this is an update to a Droid Gunship set that came out not that long ago. And this has improvements, though they feel a little bit minor. It's kind of interesting. This is sort of one of the larger sets from a wave that feels kind of like a filler wave before another big Star Wars promotion for Episode 9 at the end of the year. So I'll get into the Minifigs first, because we do get these new exclusive Kashyyyk battle droids. Technically not exclusive, these guys also appeared in the AT-AP set that also came out from this wave. Also a sort of redo of an old set. And I do like these guys. You get the the olive green for the torso piece, and the interesting print. Will it focus? Will it focus? Maybe. Now, well, there's a pretty interesting print that makes up the head of the battle droid. I feel like it should focus. There it is. So, yeah, I like it. This works for the Kashyyyk battle droid. I know people that like to make battle droid armies would like to get these guys maybe a little bit cheaper, because this isn't such a cheap set to get them in. Neither is the AT-AP, but ultimately I like the look of both of these figures. What we also get another version of Chief Tarfful. He actually came out in the old AT-AP set from a few years ago. It's the exact same figure. I just compared him to that figure that came out back then. The printing is exactly the same. I feel like this has just slightly better refined detailing because maybe the printing process has improved, or just the previous version of the guy was a little bit of a sloppy print. This looks a little bit better just in terms of how they printed him, but it is the exact same minifig through and through. Great molds though. I love the ringlets that go around the sort of dreaded hair for Chief Tarfful. He still has that same old musket piece from way back when. Please, let's make a new Pirates theme. It's been far too long. So there he is, and then we also get Yoda. Yoda has come in. Same Yoda that we got from, I think, several other figs before. This is no special Yoda, but everybody likes getting Yoda. Those are the minifigs, and now let's take a look at the gunship. So I don't have the original gunship set that came out a few years back, but I was taking a look at a lot of the production pictures to get an idea of what the differences are. Definitely the center ring here is a wide improvement. It looks a lot better. Also, the build for the little fins just looks a little bit proportionally better, especially with that little wing plate coming in to cut out the edge. The layers here for the head look better, a lot better. You have that new 2x2 little corner triangle piece, or that looks nice. Yeah, so there's improvements all around. Also from underneath, especially this bit of the build, that just looks great. I really do like the way they made this connection here, and there's a sort of a ratcheted joint that doesn't move, but it just creates a really solid sort of connection. So through and through, definitely an aesthetically improved look for the Droid Gunship, though I gotta say the old one looked pretty darn good too. I honestly don't know if it really made huge leaps and bounds, but anyways, so that's it for the looks, and now let's get into the weapons functions. You get 2 stud guns on either side that you can activate, but I think the cooler ones are the 8 flick missiles, and they shoot out in pairs of 2 each. So if I set up Tarfful here, boom. Okay, so if I set up Tarfful, he's actually leaning forward. That's cheating. Okay, so you can actually, here if I can navigate it properly, you can shoot out multiple, ooh, I'm hitting the guns. You can shoot out multiple of the missiles at a time. Interesting, yeah. These look like they're gonna run into it no matter what. Hold on, let's try the second round. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna do it again, but it does look like these guys on the inside are possibly hitting these ball joints. I'm gonna really move in those guns, do a second round and see if I can't hit Tarful. All right, so the top guns have been folded inward to get as much space away from these loaded flick missiles, and see if I can shoot them properly without them hitting anything else. So the outside goes first. There we go. Well, I got Tarful, but I want to shoot the other ones now and just see if any of them shoot in a weird direction, because I want to make sure that those inner missiles can actually go somewhere. See, that innermost missile hit the inside still. So the outside should go straight. Yeah, those went perfectly straight, and then the other ones. Yeah, you see how it spun out a little bit? That was a little bit disappointing. So it looks like just the inside most missiles of the flick missiles, they actually hit the build. And that was with me folding these guns in as close as I could towards the front of the head. So that function actually doesn't totally work as well as it should. Let's take a look now at just a few more of the functions of this ship. This is the landing gear. You just kind of fold it out there and it can rest flat, so this dish is completely flush. You know, it's completely parallel with the ground. If you don't have that, it'll kind of lean back ever so slightly, and all the pressure is on those little fins on the outside. So you've got the landing gear that folds in and out. These can ratchet up and down, and this has a little bit of posability, interestingly enough. And then this is just a closer look once again at the head. You can ratchet the gun up and down. The ball joint, the sort of globe ball joint for these weapons, has a lot of posability, and that is the droid. Oh, actually, I should pull those back out. That is the entirety of what this droid gunship can do. Now, don't let me forget to mention this. I almost forgot, but you can open up the top of the droid gunship and have a Kashyyyk battle droid resting on the inside. He just stays there, and there he is. He can close open just fine. He doesn't stud into anything. He rests nice and loose. And that's that. So there is the pilot function. So in conclusion, I gotta say this is, I think, just evidence of LEGO kind of holding back for a wave for Star Wars. This has happened, I think, for a lot of Star Wars stuff, not just with LEGO, but LEGO has, you know, they've taken Star Wars Days away from Legoland for the year. And it's a repeat set with no new exclusive figs. It's one of the biggest ones from this wave. I think it's the second largest. Part to price ratio is a little high, though it should be a little bit high because you do get a lot of really, really big parts. Ultimately, I would say this is an improvement for the build, but nothing that's drastically better. The primary cool play function does have a little bit of a hiccup there with some of the flick missiles just hitting the head of the ship. It doesn't feel like it was tested that well. And yeah, so these are cool new battle droids, not exclusive, but they are cool new battle droids. And I almost like that they come out in both of the new sets because it just makes it easier to get them. But yeah, it's an improvement that I don't know how many people are going to be super, super excited to get. Not a bad set, but definitely it feels like sort of a filler set for a wave that people just weren't that enthusiastic about. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time at BrickVault. Hey everybody, just popping in very quickly. Like to let you guys know we've got ourselves a LEGO web store that is www.brickvault.toys, where we sell the PDF step-by-step instructions for some incredibly high quality LEGO MOCs. It's absolutely worth checking out. The revenue from the web store helps support us here at the channel, as well as the designers that put these amazing builds together. So anyways, that's www.brickvault.toys. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time at BrickVault.